Hi, for today we will be doing this spoon in the software Solidworks, and to do that we will use this particular dimensions in order to achieve this figure. Now we will start by drawing on the top plane, then choose sketch. Then we will use several center lines. Then again another center line here. Then another one originating on the origin. Then again on this part. After that, select these two, then convert it to construction geometry. Now we will assign dimensions. They should be 22.5 millimeters. Then they should be 105 millimeters. Now we can just adjust this one. Then we can start creating arcs. First, we will use 3-point arc. And there we go. Now we will choose this one and this one and add relation, specifically merge, and there we go. And for the endpoints, the relation should be vertical. Now we will assign a radius of 10 for this arc. The second arc should be made by using center point arc with the origin or with the center point on the origin. We'll select this and make it quite bigger. After that, we will be using again a 3-point arc. First point should be at this end point and to the other end point, and like that. Now this point should be tangent as well as this one. Then the radius of this particular arc should be 40. And this one should be 16.5 millimeters. Then the next arc should be made using 3-point arc. Then this one should also be tangent. Then by assigning the radius to 6 and the center point of this arc should be 9 millimeters away from the center line. After doing that, we will go on this part of our drawing and we'll use center point arc. Then the center should be on the intersection of these two center lines. Then we will create a semicircle. Just like that. Then this semicircle should have a radius of 6 millimeter. Then we can do the last missing arc through the help of 3-point arc. First point is on this end point, the second is here, and the third one is here. Then by assigning a radius of 600, it should look like this. Then this point should also be tangent, just like that. We are halfway done on creating the outline of our spoon. And to complete this outline, we will use the mirror command, whereas we will mirror these entities. Then the mirror about should be this center line, and since the preview looks like acceptable, therefore we can hit OK. And there you go, we have the outline for our spoon. Now we can exit the sketch and make another one on the front plane, and just change the view to the normal view. We will create 3 sets of arc using 3-point arc. First one should look like that. Second one should look like this, and the third one should be like that. Then make this point tangent as well as this one. Now it's time to assign some dimensions. This point and this point should have a distance between them of 84 millimeter. Then these two should be 12 millimeters away from each other, and the distance between these 2 points should be 54. Now we will set the radius for these 3 arcs. The radius of this one should be 40 millimeters. The radius of this should be 20. Then for the last arc, the radius should be 500 millimeters. And there you go. We will now move on by creating a center line starting from here up to here. Then right click, select. Then click this center line and make the relation vertical. After that, we will be clicking this point and shift and click this arc and then choose make pierce, and the drawing should look like this one. After that, we will assign dimension. The center line should have a length of 10 millimeters. And this whole arc should be 143.5 millimeters. And there we go. Our sketch should now look like this. Now we can exit the sketch and go to right plane, then click show, then go to the features and under geometry reference choose plane, then click this point, then hit OK, then again choose reference geometry, then choose this point, then hit OK. Now click on the right plane, then choose sketch, then normal to. We will make an arc using 3-point arc. And click hold the other one, then choose horizontal as the revelation. Then we will choose point and click the midpoint. After that, we will assign the radius. This should be 30 millimeters. Now we should click this and hold shift key, then choose this line, then choose make pierce. Now we will make this a little bit bigger. Then after that, we can now hide the right plane. Then by sketching on plane 1, we will repeat the same process. We'll create some arc. Then for the both endpoints, relationship should be horizontal. Now we will insert point on the midpoint of this arc. Then we will assign the radius. The radius of this arc should be only 10 millimeters. After that, we will click the midpoint and hold click this point here and choose coincident. Now it should be this one. Then make this a bit bigger. Now after that, we can exit the sketch then hide the plane 1. We can now go on to the plane 2, choose sketch, then normal 2, and create again an arc. Horizontal, and its radius should be 40. Then we will insert point in the midpoint of this arc. After that, click the midpoint, then hold shift key, then click that arc and then make pierce. Then exit sketch. Now we can hide the plane 2. And our sketch should look like this at this point. Now we can go to the surfaces tab, then choose boundary surface. Then for the direction 1, right click here, choose selection manager, and here select group, then choose this curve, then hit OK. Now for the direction 2, it should be this one. Now it should look like this one, then hit OK. And for our second arc, we will use the lofted surface. We need to zoom in. Then for the profile, it should be this edge to this one. But we're not finished yet. We will go on the guide curves, and on this part we will choose sketch 4. In order for the loft to have this kind of curve, and therefore it is looking okay, therefore we can check mark. Then for our last curve, we will use again the lofted surface command. Then for the profile, we should click this edge and then this sketch. And just like what we did earlier, for the guide curves, we will go to sketch 4. So it could have the curve that we need. And hit OK. Now for the tip of the handle of the spoon, we will now go to front plane and sketch, and we will go to sketch 4, then convert entities, then we will use center line, they should be here, and this one should be vertical. Now this point and this line should be coincident. Now we will use the trim command to trim this line, then hit OK. Then on the surfaces tab, we will again, okay, now first we will exit the sketch, then we will choose the boundary surface. Now for the direction 1, it should be this edge, and for the direction 2, it should be this line. Then hit OK. Then again OK here. Then we will use the knit surface command. To use that, all we need to do is select all and then hit OK. The purpose of that is to merge all of these curves. For us to easily trim the surface based on this outline. And to do that, we will go and trim this by using trim surface. The trim tool is the sketch 1, and we will select the outer surface since our option is to remove the selection. Then we will hit OK. Now we have our spoon. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching.